Hi everyone, I'm Barry Stagner and this is his channel news break. Pope Francis urged South American bishops gathered at the Vatican on Monday to speak with courage as they addressed a severe priest shortage in remote areas of the region that could result in the church dropping celibacy requirements, for some priests that is. The 3-week synod of bishops for the Amazon also will address crucial regional topics ranging from protection of the rainforests and local cultures to climate change, migration, and clean water. We have not come here to invent programs of social development or custody of cultures, the Pope said. We come to contemplate, to understand, to serve the peoples. And Cardinal Claudio Humes, retired Archbishop of Sao Paulo, who organized the synod, said many rural Amazon communities have so little access to priests that Sunday Mass can't even be held. And while the Eucharist can be distributed to worshipers by non-priests, the wafers must be blessed by a priest. Last rites and other Catholic sacraments are also affected, Hume said. Indigenous communities faced with the urgent need experienced by most of the Catholic communities in Amazonia requested that the path be open for the ordination of married men resident in their communities, Hume said, albeit confirming the great importance of the charisma of celibacy in the Church. Jim Bretsky, professor of theology at John Carroll University, says the proposal isn't really new and would not have to alter fundamental church principles, but he told USA Today the last two popes, Benedict XVI and John Paul II, would have likely dismissed the idea no matter how scarce priests have become. Bretsky added that the Pope, a native of South America, perhaps is more aware of and therefore sensitive to the realities of the local church there. The Catholic Church has required celibacy from its priests for centuries. The vows have been broken so frequently, however, that the Vatican established secret guidelines for dealing with clerics who fathered children, Vatican spokesman Alessandro Gassotti acknowledged in February. The proposal, however, involves men who are married and have children before ordination. Francis, who hails from Argentina, is fully aware of the struggles that the Church faces serving its flock in the region. In a substantial legal challenge, which has been called bigger than gay marriage, the U.S. Supreme Court will be hearing 2 hours of argument tomorrow relating to 3 different lawsuits. The cases surround claims of alleged sex discrimination in the workplace, which will result in final determination by the country's highest court on whether or not people who identify as gay or transgender are protected under the Civil Rights Act of 1964 from being fired. During Tuesday's hearing, 3 cases, which are Altitude Express versus Zarda, Bostock versus Clayton County, and RG&JR Funeral Homes versus Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, will be heard by the Supreme Court justices with the exception of Clarence Thomas, one of the most conservative justices who has fallen ill. The first 2 cases involve men in New York and Georgia who claim they were terminated from their places of employment as a skydiving instructor and child welfare coordinator, respectively, for being homosexual. A third case involves a funeral home director in Michigan who was born biologically male but now dresses as a woman, considering himself transgender. The funeral home that employed him would not allow him to dress as a woman at the workplace, and he was eventually fired for his behavior. Well, we do know in the last days that down will be up and up will be down, right will be wrong, and wrong will be seen as right, giving us today's reminder to keep looking up.